Welcome back to the channel. My name is Belinda and thanks for joining me here on Living Stones. And if you've been doing the thumbs up and the subscribing and even if I can encourage you to do some commenting, it is always good to hear from you. So today is that famous question. What do you want to be? I'm still on the subject of that little word BE, and we've had a few videos on that already, but today it's that famous question. What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Especially when it comes to that time in your life where, schooling is finished. And is it finished? Then you go on to learning about another profession, or what do you want to be? What is it that you're going to study? And it's a lot of pressure. I'm just going to read this to you. What do you want to be when you grow up? When you grow up, what do you want to do when you leave school? What will you what will your work look like? What will you be doing? Doing. Where would you like to be in 5 years? Where would you like to be in 10 years? I almost want to say I don't even know what I'm going to do just now. But where would you like to be? These questions lead us to think about work and jobs and career and relationships even. And is this what it's all about? What life is all about? I mean, that you have to be doing something and you have to be successful financially. You've got to get a job, have a house, a car. You must have, clothes, maybe eat 3 times a day, lunch, breakfast, supper. Maybe that is what it's all about. So then you have to save for a rainy day. Got to start saving for those special years ahead. So yes, I've said that I see a lot of youth that are pressured into choosing a career, but later then they realize that it is nothing they enjoy or even have a passion for. But it creates a lot of anxiety because they need to choose something to do, and often it's maybe just taken, okay, well, let me just do something, this sounds like a good idea. And then when you get started, it's not really what you're passionate about. So I wanted to tell you a little bit of how I started studies after school as a computer programmer back in the 80s and the 90s, the 80s. Yes, very new in the field of computer programming. Also worked in the computer environment eventually as a sort of like help desk and programming for a little bit. But most of my official working days was literally around something that I studied, which, as I say, was around the computers, and wanting to also discover that I didn't like that. I didn't really enjoy it. I enjoyed the people when I went into sort of like the help desk kind of scenario, and I loved helping people with their problems and that. But as in going to fix their screens or whatever, the help desk call came through and said something's broken, and then I would go off and on numerous different floors go and find what was the problem and help them fix it. So I really enjoyed the people thing, not so much sitting behind the screen. And then I left that and I started to work from home. And I say here that today I'm not programming, but I am using the computer, because otherwise you wouldn't see me now where I do the recording on on an electronic device, and I obviously use a computer, and things have just moved on from the 80s, right? We're on 2025 now, and yeah, wanting to share that back then already the pressure was to do something that would earn money, basically earn money. And I I wouldn't say that that learning those skills, the programming, or let's just say working and studying those topics, did not it wasn't in vain, because you learn and you grow, and it's always something that you will take with you through your life. But it wasn't my passion to stay in the computer world. Um, Actually, my first love is the dance and the love for music and song, and teaching people how to stay healthy, exercising. And that has been a big part of my life. Not so much in these later years, but it has always popped up to encourage people to stretch and dance and, praise and worship the one who made you. So, yes, passion to teach dance and to be with people. So when I studied programming, I also, alongside that, actually studied to teach the exercise classes. And here in these lessons, I met people and loved the interaction with others. Can you see the passion for actually interacting with people? So doing this YouTube channel is a form of just sharing, but I am looking forward to um, not have just my face on this channel. As you can see in the description, it does say that the channel is to have other living stones on here, and so that there's an interaction between others who have got stories to tell. I find my gift and my passion in each season. As you become a mom, you're a wife, life is changing all the time. And it gets packaged differently, but still the main thread always running through my life is about people. A passion to do things together and to help others in their God given talents. To be healthy and fit, chasing after all that that brings good, brings good, and that you are in God's will. And that's the thing of, I might have a season with this channel, just sharing this, and it might hit one or two people and be a whole change for them, and to encourage people to tell their stories. As I have eventually started dancing with a pen in my later years, and it just doesn't seem to stop, and I end up one book after another of just everyday life and the things that I get up to. So, as I say, dancing with a pen, and other times I dance. Maybe you can say I dance on this YouTube channel. There are a few videos of me expressing a message in dance, and I would love to do that much more, and much more with others as well. And as I said, the other videos you've seen maybe on here on unity, and just that heart's desire to also represent in dance how it is such a wonderful experience and a real gift to be able to dance with others and praise and worship our King together. I say sometimes I'm also dancing with a broom or maybe a spade. Yeah, there are those things, the dishes, and then you take out your dishcloth and you start dancing. But yeah, keep on dancing. So that little word be, to be, just who God made you to be, is multifaceted, season to season. It's a lifetime of being who God created us to be. So, raw and real on this channel. And thank you for your patience always to tune in, and for those that are encouraged to just take a time out And sometimes it's 6 minutes, sometimes it's a little bit longer. Today I have this song, Jesus Be the Center. The words are very much in line with this little word be, because it's actually read, when I read it out to you now, you'll see. Jesus be the center. Be my source. Be my light. Be my hope. Be my song. Be the fire in my heart. Be the wind in these sails. Be the reason that I live. Be my vision. Be my path. And be my guide. Jesus be the center. And as I close off now, just felt that, just, yeah, just to sit and take it in that you can be all that you dream to be. So dream big. And sometimes I've been telling myself I've got to dream bigger than that, and not to be anxious for anything. So God bless. And that was for today. The little word be, as we've been continuing with that. God bless. And raw and real, remember, go out and be all that you can be, without that pressure from the world that says you have to be in a certain box. Shalom, till next time.